Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Spring 2024 International Virtual Life Orientation. My name is Dmitry, and I'm one of the Student Life and Transitions Coordinator here at KP International. And today I'm here to guide you through this virtual life. Alongside our fellow presenters from KPU and KP International teams, our aim, guys, is to equip you with valuable information and ensure you have a strong start to your journey with us. So stay tuned. Before we proceed to the presentation, I would like to begin with a brief acknowledgement of the land. This serves as a respectful message from all KPU members to the indigenous people of the lands where KPU campuses are located. Here's the message. We at Kwantlen Polytechnic University respectfully acknowledge that we live, work, and study in a region that overlaps with the unceded traditional and ancestral First Nations territories of Musqueam, Katsi, Simyamu, Tsawwassen, Kekait, and Kwikwatlem peoples, and with the lands of the Kwantlen First Nation, which gifted its name to this university. In the cause of reconciliation, we recognize our commitment to address and reduce ongoing systemic colonialism, oppression, and racism that Indigenous people continue to experience. Thank you. So our live event will run for approximately an hour and a half, as outlined on our agenda that you can see on your screens right now. And during this time, you will have a chance to meet key staff members of KP International team, some of the members of the Academic Integrity team as well, which each of them will be offering some essential guidance for you guys today. And closer towards the end, you will also get a chance to meet one of our international peer mentors, who is a fellow student like yourself, and who will share insightful details about peer mentorship program. So stay tuned for that. And before passing the floor to our first guest, here's some housekeeping rules. So first thing, and as I've mentioned before, you are going to hear some presentation from different staff members of KPU, which is amazing as it is, but you should also realize that you'll probably get support from them later in your journey. So it's a great opportunity to get an idea what services we offer here to support you guys. And also having the faces behind the name was also helpful. All I want you guys to ask is to focus on what they have prepared, focus on what they're going to talk about today, because definitely that's going to be helpful. Second thing is we are going to have a Q&A live chat available for you after first 30 minutes. As you may have all noticed, you do not have access in this live to your microphones or your cameras, but you have an option to communicate with us and send us your questions through the Q&A section. Just stay a bit patient because we're going to be opening this again in the next, probably after the next 30 minutes. As for the third point, the questions you sent to us, basically, we wanted to ask you guys to send, you can send us any question that you think about. However, if your question is too case specific, our staff will probably not have enough time or appropriate resources to assist you on the spot. So make sure that you send us more like general question that bothers you. But again, if you have some specific questions, we'll probably address you to some other staff or services, refer you to them, who will be able to assist you outside of this live, okay? We're not going to leave you with unanswered questions. So lastly, I just want to say that this session is going to be recorded. So if you are not here with us for any of the reason, or if you are planning to rewatch this later in the future, you can access this recording of the live from the same link, basically, that you used to join this live. And as a bonus, we're also going to post a recording of this session on the official KPU International YouTube channel. So if you follow us, you can watch the video there. If you don't follow us, you can follow us to watch not only that video, but some other very useful resources that might help you too. And finally, as a side note, I just want to say, if you want to find more information about spring orientation in general, including in-person part of it, please go to kpu.ca/orientation/spring. And one of our team members will also present a little bit more specifically and talk about in-person part of it later in this session. So stay tuned for that for sure. And on this good note, I would like to finally invite our first and very special guest. Let's extend a warm welcome to Carol, the AVP of KP International, who will deliver a welcome speech for you guys. Carol?
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Well, I can hear you pretty well, Carol. Yes.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm calling in from in the middle of the mountains. I'm participating in a conference here in Banff, and I came into this room and this connection doesn't seem to be very good. But I did want to take some time to welcome all of you. Is the video okay? Is the sound okay before I keep going?
It's perfect, Carol. Keep going, please.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dima. It is such a pleasure to join you today. I don't know how many people are online. I can't see, but I know that you're calling in from a number of countries across the world to join this virtual live orientation. How many people, do you know, Dima, how many different countries are joining us today?
That's a good question. I do not have access at the moment to that specifics, but I know that currently on my end, we have about 120 guests watching us.
Sounds good. I see over 100 people, 128. It keeps growing as we go. So my name is Carol Saint-Laurent. I'm the Associate Vice President with International. And I always say I have the best job in the world because I get to work with students like you, and I get to work with a team with Dima and everyone that you'll be meeting today. So first of all, thank you for joining this. This is the first step in a successful educational journey. If you join orientation, you will learn about all the supports that are available to you. And again, the very first step in your success as a student. Secondly, I want to thank you for choosing KPU as your study destination. We know that there are numerous universities across the world that you could have chosen as to go study, and you chose us. And we will show you that you will not regret your decision. We have committed instructors. We have a full committed team here at KPU International to support you throughout your studies. From the very moment, starting from today, you've probably even heard from all of our staff before, sending you information on how to register for this, how to register for courses, how to prepare for your life in Canada. I know you're excited, you're probably a little bit nervous about certain things, and all of that is very normal. But I want you to keep in mind, I think I lost you for a moment. No, I want you to keep in mind that at all times, please reach out to us if you encounter any struggles at all. We have an office in Surrey, we have an office in Richmond, we are available in person. We're available in person, we're available online, by phone, by email, so please do not hesitate to reach out to us. You're going to be hearing about all the different supports that are available to you shortly, but one of the particular features that's quite new and special to KPU is the peer mentorship program. And what that is everyone here, you're matched with a peer mentor. Please take advantage of that. Reach out. They are an experienced student that have gone through whatever struggles you may encounter, so they'll be giving you some helpful tips. Again, I want to really encourage you to reach out for these supports. But the other thing that I really want to leave with you is please attend all classes. Your number one priority is your education. I know that many of you want to work, and you can. However, your priority should always be your education. This is not a typical university. We are a hands-on, applied university and prepared to make you job ready. So if you don't show up for class, you're not going to pass your classes. It is vital that you go to every single class. So I hope you're still here. I see a little caution sign, so I hope that I haven't lost connection. But again, welcome, a warm welcome to you. I can't wait to see you in person. And I'm going to turn it over to Dima so he can continue with the rest of the orientation. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Carol. ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep going, but before, I just want to say, when it gets to the inspiration and motivational speech for our students, there's no one better than Carol to say the words. So thank you so much again, Carol. We're moving next.
It's my pleasure. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. We're moving next, and our next guest is from the International Advising Services, Hilary. Hilary, you here? Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to KPU. My name is Hilary Sun, International Student Advisor. I'd like to take this opportunity to give you a brief introduction about international student advising, the role and responsibilities of international advisors, and the services we offer to our international students. Next slide, please. So international advisors, we provide both academic and non-academic support to help our international students to have a smooth transition to Canada and then to KPU. International advisors, we are located on both campuses, Surrey and Richmond. All the international advisors, other than English, we all speak the second language, such as Hindi, Punjabi, Mandarin, Vietnamese, and even Turkish. So in your first semester, if you think you have some language barrier, or if you prefer to talk to a specific advisor with your own language, please make a request, and then we will provide the appropriate services. Okay. Other than international advisors, we also have our international support team. And then when you have a quick phone call, we do have international support assistant to answer you and to help you with your quick questions. Okay, so international student advisors are available to help international students first on academic support. What are the academic support? Such as, okay, I'm enrolled in Bachelor of Science major in biology. I don't know what courses I should register in my first semester. So international advisor will help you to do course planning. And also, let's say I'm not sure about the major I'm going to pursue within KPU, and then we help you to decide on the program major. So we do the program exploration. We also help to make sure you're on the right track to meet graduation requirements. Also, when you register courses, if you come across some registration error message, then how to meet prerequisites requirement, yes, we can help you. And we even can help you with university transfer if you have a plan to transfer to other university in the future. So those are the academic support. Other than that, we also offer non-academic support. What are non-academic support? Such as if you have some questions regarding, oh, I'm working full-time, I'm studying full-time, I'm not sure if I'm eligible to work on campus or off campus. And also, let's see, my study permit is going to expire, and then how to extend my study permit. And then by the time I graduate, how to apply for a post-graduation work permit, and then how to meet post-graduation work permit eligibility. So all these immigration-related questions, then you can come to talk to advisor. We give you the support. And then when I have a typical question, how should I know if I should meet with international advisor? So remember, we just talked about the non-academic support we offer to international students. So whenever you have any immigration-related questions, talk to the international advisor. And also some students, maybe in the first semester, they are enrolled in pathway program, or even some of them enrolled in TREES program. And then any program-related questions, come to talk to an international advisor. Or if you're pursuing a certificate, diploma, associate degree, yes, international student advisor will be able to help you. For the students who are pursuing a bachelor degree, doesn't matter BBA, a Bachelor of Science, a Bachelor of Arts, when you have less than 45 credits completed, yes, then you talk to international advisor for course planning. But when you have completed more than 45 credits, make sure you need to book an appointment with degree advisor. For the degree advisor, we have arts degree advisor, science degree advisor, and also business degree advisor. I know we also have some students, they're enrolled in post-bac or graduate diploma program. So this group of students, make sure you meet with a student success coach for your course planning. Then how to book an appointment with international advisor? So go to Advisor Connect and then choose advising international students, and then you can book an appointment from there. So in terms of appointment, we do offer online and in-person appointment. So based on your own personal preference, if you think, oh, I prefer online appointment, just choose online. Or if you prefer in-person, you can choose in-person appointment. All the appointments are offered both on Richmond and Surrey campus. Let's say some students say, oh, I only have a short and a quick question. Instead of booking a 30 minutes appointment, we do offer drop-in advising service. So here is the schedule regarding our drop-in. We offer drop-in advising service on a daily basis. Then you just go to international advising and then click on join a drop-in session. And then you will be in the waiting room. And then the international advisor will be there to help you. And then remember, you only got 10 to 15 minutes. Drop-in advising is only for simple and short questions. But let's say if you think I need course planning and also you want to do a graduation check, so you have to book a 30 minutes advising appointment. Now, we are going to go over some of the to-do list, some of the things you need to get yourself familiarized before you can fully start your first semester in KPU. I'm sure the majority of you have already logged into One.KPU. What is One.KPU? One.KPU just have all the popular links you will need during your study here in KPU, such as online self-service and the university calendar. So all the important and popular links are listed on One.KPU, provide a convenience tool for you to use. The first one is online self-service. I believe by now, the majority of you have already logged into your online self-service. You registered your courses already for your first semester. By logging through online self-service, you can also pay your tuition there. And also after you have registered the courses, you go there, you can check your book list. By the end of the semester, if you want to know, oh, what final grade I got, if you also want to have access to your unofficial transcripts, log into your online self-service. Next is university calendar. What is the university calendar? That's the official guide to give you guidance regarding the academic programs offered in KPU. And then let's say if your intended program is BBA in accounting, you want to know what are the program requirements, curricular requirement, how to meet course prerequisites, check university calendar. That will give you all the information you need to follow in order to achieve your academic success for a particular program. Each semester, you also have to double check in some of the important dates and the deadlines. You click on dates and the deadlines. What are the important dates and the deadlines you have to check every semester? Like, what is the first day of class? And then when is the add and drop deadline? What is the university closure date? Or I have studied for 2 months, but one course I think is so challenging to me. I want to withdraw. How can I withdraw? What is the withdraw deadline? And then all those important dates and the deadline, even for fee payment deadline per semester, you can find all the information there. Next is Moodle. Moodle is the online learning platform. It's for students and the teachers to share information. That's also an important learning platform for you to submit quiz, complete your assignments. So yeah, get yourself familiarized with Moodle. KPU also offers another very important online academic support to our international students, to all the students. Learning Center. What services they offer in Learning Center? They offer free tutoring help. What is tutoring help? Let's say I'm doing accounting 1110, and then I have some difficulties. Some of the questions maybe cannot be answered during the lecture hours. I do need additional help. And then you go to Learning Center. You can book a tutor there to give you additional support to help you achieve your academic success. Or let's say, I always think my time is not enough. Then how to prepare for the exams, and then how to do time management. I don't think I have these essential skills. And then the learning strategist can help you to improve your study skills. Other than that, Learning Center, we also offer lots of important workshops to help you improve your academic skills. And then, yeah, lots of information. I hope you will just keep on checking Learning Center website. And then I also encourage you to attend all those useful workshops to help you and also achieve your academic success. Then next is some of the important course I do encourage you to participate. First one is the online orientation course. This is a mandatory course. Then how to access through that? If you log into your Moodle already, you can access online orientation course through KPU Moodle. For this course, you know lots of important information for you to have an easier start for your first semester, like what are the services available and the resources available on campus, how to get your UPass, what are the temporary medical insurance, and also extended health plan, all those information. And then all those questions you will get answer from online orientation course. The next one is also very important. It's academic integrity tutorial course. This is essentially important for you to have a good start in your first semester when you do your coursework and assignments. You have to understand the importance of what is academic integrity. What are the consequences if I have academic misconduct? All those important information, you can get the basic knowledge about academic integrity by attending this tutorial course. Next, we also offer KPU 100. That's the introduction to university. This one-week workshop is also offered by our Learning Center that will give you an easy start for your first semester in KPU. I believe the majority of you already registered courses, so you are aware of the different course delivery modes in KPU. The majority of the courses will be offered in person starting from spring 2024. only 22% are offered online. So also starting from spring 2024, international students should attend or register in-person classes whenever this option is available. And also we have blended course delivery modes. In terms of blended course, because there's an in-person options there, we consider blended course option as an in-person class. Most of the international students, especially new students, they have the priority to register in your first semester. I'm sure you have all got the courses you want for your first semester. Let's say for some students who didn't take advantage of the priority of registration in your first semester, if the courses you want to register are full, please put yourself on the waiting list. And also, when you put yourself on the waiting list, I hope you can check your KPU email on a daily basis, because if the seats becomes open, the email notification will be sent to your KPU email address. You will be given 24 hours to register the courses. If you ignore the waitlist notification, the seat will be offered to the next students who are on the waiting list. So remember to check your KPU email on a daily basis. So at the very beginning, we talk about post-graduation work permit. In order to be eligible for future post-graduation work permit when you graduate, the most important is you have to maintain full-time status each semester, except for during the scheduled break or authorized approved leave or in your last academic semester. What is considered full-time students per semester? You have to register minimum 9 credits to be considered as full-time students. These 9 credits also include upgrading courses. So 9 credits is minimum. Maximum course load is 15 credits. And then the students will ask, then can I take a break? Yes, KPU do offer scheduled break. We have 3 semesters per academic year. We have spring, summer, and fall semesters. Each international student is entitled to 1 scheduled break during 1 calendar year. And then, how can I take a scheduled break? Just make sure you register as a full-time student preceding the break and also following the break. And then you can just take in the middle of the semester as your scheduled break. During the scheduled break is the student's option or your choice. You can take part-time study or don't register any courses at all, but you can work full-time. In very unexceptional circumstances, maybe students will ask for the authorized leave. For this type of situation, you do need to talk to international advisors. We need to investigate and you consult international advisors if you will be approved for authorized leave or not. So under what circumstances that will make you disqualified for your future post-graduation work permit? If you don't maintain minimum 9 credits for each semester, except for during a scheduled break. The other scenario is you do part-time study for 2 consecutive semesters, that will make you ineligible for future post-graduation work permit. But let's say in your first semester, you register minimum 9 credits already. However, during the middle of the semester, you withdraw from 1 course. And then that leaves only 6 credits left, and then you become part-time. That will also make you ineligible for future post-graduation work permit. Okay. Other than the academic support and the non-academic support we provide to international students, international advising team, we also prepared lots of advising videos. We give you visualized aid to help answer some of the most common questions, like immigration-related issues, and how can I declare my program, how to keep good academic standing. All those you can just look for advising video resources. You can find very useful resources there. Then we mentioned lots of service and support we provide to international students. Then how to connect with international advisors. You have two ways to connect with international advisors. First, and the most common, is online or in-person appointment. This is a 30 minutes appointment, and then you will have in-depth discussion with advisors regarding your courses, the program planning, program exploration, and how to keep good academic standing. Yeah, so if you need 30 minutes, book an in-person appointment or online appointment. Next, if you think you just have an easy and quick question, you just need 10 to 15 minutes, and then access online, in-person drop-in advising. That's offered on a daily basis. And then we do have an email. If you have a study permit, you need to send to international office. The email address is internationalstudents@kpu.ca. Also, for some of the simple questions, if you have an urgent thing, you can also send an email to internationalstudents@kpu.ca. Okay, so that brings to an end to my presentation. I will pass back to Dima. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hilary, for providing so much great information to our students. I guess I just want to repeat again, guys, make sure that you take advantage and reach out, take the most out of the services that are offered to you throughout your time here, and reach out to our advising services, either if you have academic or non-academic inquiries, as Hilary mentioned. And as Hilary said, again, we do have a large team of advisors who speak in different languages if you need the additional support in your language. So please feel free to reach out to them. And moving next, we have two presenters from very important topic, in my opinion, academic integrity. And Hilary had a chance to partially mention this, a tutorial course for this topic, but let's see what our presenters have prepared as an additional for you today. And Sehashpreet and Alejandra. Who's guys going first?
Me.
Alejandra?
Sehaj.
Oh, Sehaj? Okay, just give me one sec. Here we go.
So hello everyone, my name is Sehaj and with me is Alejandra, and we both are academic integrity student ambassador and human resource management student at KPU. We welcome you to this section of the orientation where the aim is to introduce the term academic integrity and tools you can use to maintain academic integrity at KPU. So before we start, please take a moment and think if you have ever heard the term academic integrity in your previous educations. Different cultures may have different set of principles, but some of the principles are timeless and universally valued, such as living truthfully and with respect for others. As an international student, I have noticed some differences. For instance, in my home country, copying content is often considered acceptable, and I was allowed to copy content from online resources without giving credit to its real owner. However, in Canada, all of these things would be considered inappropriate. So we all need to be aware of what is considered wrong to uphold our academic integrity at KPU. Next slide. So, what does academic integrity mean at KPU? Academic integrity refers to the commitment to uphold the highest standards of intellectual integrity. This includes honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage for the ideas and work of others. These are the values we rely on to maintain academic integrity. When you are using someone else's words or thoughts, you need to always give them credit by citing their work. It is important to make a difference between our thoughts from the ones of another author. On next slide, you can see the importance of academic integrity. Academic integrity is important to get our credential highly valued and for KPU to have a strong reputation. Also, you may discover new strengths you didn't even know by doing your own work and gain knowledge to succeed in your academic journey. Moreover, it is important to maintain academic integrity as it is not acceptable and leads to negative consequences and can be harmful for your relationship with the university, professors, or other students. On next slide, so we use references informally in our daily life all the time. You're doing this to let other person know from where did you get the information. For example, I saw on Google that the Vancouver is one of the top 3 places to come and live. Let's look at another example, which is very famous. So Karen told me that Taylor Swift concert is trending on TikTok. So you can see in these both examples, I give credit to Google and then Karen for giving me the information. So in academic work, we are doing a similar type of referencing, but it happens in a more formal and prescribed way. We need to give very specific key information in the form of citations. So now we are going to do a short role play of academic misconduct on our next slide. Miriam, I'm juggling to keep up with the course while working part-time job. I want to maintain a good GPA and I'm also stressed about the upcoming essays.
I understand that you may be stressing out, but do you know that you can book an appointment with KPU tutors or with a librarian? It is free for all KPU students.
I go to work for 4 days a week and don't have a time to work on it as I took extra shifts for next week. I was thinking to get help from artificial intelligence tools such as ChatGPT or Check to write my essay.
Hold on. Before you use ChatGPT or Check, did you ask your instructor if you are allowed to use it? In some cases, they allow it, but if not, you cannot use it because if it is not allowed, you could be lead to get a 0 or worse in the course.
Oh, really? Is it an academic misconduct to get a help from artificial intelligence? I was not aware of that. Thank you for helping me with that. I would have paid to those artificial intelligence tools and failed my course. So as you saw in this scenario, when one was juggling with the study and workload, and she was tempted to use artificial tool to help to finish her assignment. We know as an international student, we all go through pressure from day-to-day life, and it is okay to deal with the pressure. So on the next slide, we'll tell you the effects of pressure on academic integrity. So to deal with family, financial, or time pressure, we do have counseling services at KPU, which are free of cost and confidential. So please feel free to take a screenshot to get familiar with these pages and book an appointment with the counselors if you need any help. So now I'll hand over to Alejandra.
Thank you, Sehat. Now we are going to start reviewing some of the resources in the next slide, please. Some of the resources that we have available for all KPU students. Some of them might already been covered with the international presentation, but it is important to keep repeating what resources we have available so that you can have it freshly in your minds when you need it. So on the next slide, our first resource that we want to provide to you is our academic integrity website. In this website, you are going to have almost all the information you need to start your journey about academic integrity. You have here what is academic integrity. You have a video that is very friendly to see. You have the policies. How can you uphold academic integrity? How can you report academic integrity if you see? What are the examples of the most common academic misconducts that I'm also going to review in a couple of minutes? But everything that you need here, for example, if you need to use ChatGPT, how to use it. So this is a very useful tool to skim the first weeks of the semester. On the next slide, please. Here, I am going to show you two of the most common ones. The first one is cheating. And here you can see that we have three tabs. So we have the definition of what is cheating, considering cheating. We have examples, and then we have how to prevent them. And as you can see, for example, one of the ways we consider cheating is sharing the answers or discussing information with another student during an exam, but also using unauthorized tools for assistance with assignments. So with the trend of generative artificial intelligence tools, most of the students, when they feel pressure, they tend to use artificial intelligence. We are trying to build in KPU to build a relationship with these tools because they are here to stay. But if you are not allowed to use it, you have if you are unsure if you can use it, please ask your professor. And if you are allowed, you need to also cite your sources. In this case, ChatGPT, for example, or Check, or whatever source you are going to use. The second most common example in the next slide, it's plagiarism. Also, we have the definition, examples, and prevention. Plagiarism as a whole is copying a passage or a picture from Google, from another source, without giving it credit. Okay, there's another interesting way of plagiarism that is called self-plagiarism, that is submitting an assignment that is your assignment, but you have already submitted in another course. Okay, so this is very important for you to understand and to get familiar with when you start your classes here at KPU. The next slide, please. Here we are gathering all of this information in one slide. You have the library, learning center resources, also the counseling services that Sehat just talked about. We have an organization as a students at KSA, also have a lot of resources available for you. And in our academic integrity unit, we have the tutorial and the most frequent questions about ChatGPT. In the next slide, I just want to show you how the tutorial looks like. It has different modules. You can do it in different times. We don't ask for it to be mandatory. Some of the professors do, but even if it's not mandatory, we encourage you to go through this in the first weeks of the semester so that you can understand all the concept of academic integrity. The next slide, please, is the webpage of the library. Here you can see that you have access to the different or most common citation guides that we use in KPU. So depending on the citation guide your professor is asking you to cite, you can go here and use the guide. If you are unsure, you can always contact the librarian through email or the phones that you see here. The next slide, please. As the international advisor already told you, we have the Learning Center. We offer different workshops that you can see here, for example, preparing for exams, time management, work efficiently with the teams, and you can also book tutors. Tutors are also students that have done these courses or assignments that they can, and they are trained on how to guide you, so they are allowed to use it. The next slide, please. This is just a slide for you to know where to go if you need any advisor, depending if you need international advisor or business school advisory, etc. And finally, the next slide shows our contacts if you need further guidance about academic integrity. This is our academic integrity team in the unit, our email, and our website. And we will be seeing us later on in the semester, so don't worry if this is too much information. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you again so much to both our presenters from Academic Integrity team. And just to sum it up, I want to say is academic integrity is one of the most important things to remember about, guys. And to successfully complete from or graduate from the program, please do not take it seriously. Do not ignore these advices. And I'm sure you can reach out, as Alejandra said, to that academic integrity unit anytime outside of this live, if you have any questions, of course. Moving next, we have our next guest, Josie from Student Life and Transitions team, with some information about transition to Canada, orientation, insurance, events, and stuff like that. So there's a lot she prepped for you today, so please welcome her.
Hi everyone, my name is Josie and I'm a student life coordinator at KBU International. So our team organizes fun on-off campus event for international students. We also answer your inquiry regarding mentorship program, insurance, and transition to Canada. Today, I would like to introduce you about the services and resources that we provide for students. This already mentioned in previous slide. However, I would like to repeat again because it's very important. That is the online orientations, which is a model course. This is your ultimate guideline that you need to know about to start your classes at KBU. Also, by completing the course, you may have a chance to win up to 500 tuition fee waiver. And this is a rare opportunity for you to learn valuable and practical information about starting your journey, like how to get your books, your student ID, and bus pass. And in the next slide, I would like to talk more about KBU Welcome You. So KBU Welcome You is an on-campus orientations and registrations is required. And you can choose either Surrey, Langley, or Richmond campus to attend. And just wherever is convenient to you, please note that you only need to go for one day. And the next resource that I want to introduce is the First Year Festival. The First Year Festival is your opportunity to go beyond the basic and get a deeper look at what KBU and the KSA have to offer through the drop-in activities workshop hosted by on-campus experts. There are some workshops on time management, advising, and some really fun activities. If you want to make some friends, go to the First Year Festival. And as I mentioned earlier, another service that our team handle for students is transitions. And in this slide, I just want to remind everyone about what documents should you bring when you travel to Canada. Of course, we need a flight ticket, passport, port of entry letter, if applicable, and a visa, if applicable, and you must bring your confirmation of enrollment. And all of the COVID-19 border requirements, including vaccinations, testing, as on has ended for all traveler enter to Canada by land, air, or sea. For more information, you can visit the website. And or you can always contact us at internationaltransitions@kbu.ca. And another service that we help students in our team is insurance. And to start, I would like to introduce you an MSP, as Health Insurance of BCs. And all resident of British Columbia must enroll with the medical service plan by law. And why do you need it? First of all, it's mandatory for anyone who live in and planning to live in BC for more than 6 months. And I know all of you here come to Canada, come to KBU to attend courses that more and program that more than 6 months. So it's mandatory for all of you. And it provides you with unlimited coverage on BC on basic BC healthcare, doctor visits, diagnostic services, and lab services. And there's another type of insurance, which is Garmin. So all new KBU international students are automatically enrolled after you register in classes. Coverage begins on the first day of the month. So for next semester, the coverage start at January 1st until April 30th, 2024. That being said, if you arrive before January 1st, you should purchase early arrival insurance. And you can purchase this one through any private companies, insurance company from your home countries, or you can purchase the early arrival insurance from Garmi as well. And why you need it. So this plan provides you with the basic health cover and it's protect you financially. So let's clarify this. So MSP is mandatory for everyone. However, MSP take about 2 months to be active. So when, for example, when you arrive in Canada in January 1st and you apply for the MSP, it's not, you don't have it like the next day. It takes around 3 months for the MSP card to arrive at your home. So therefore, you need Garmi to cover you while you waiting for MSP. And the last type of insurance that I want to introduce is KSA extended healthcare. So similar to Garmi, all new KBU international students are automatically enrolled after you register in classes. And it provides you with 12-month coverage starting on the first day of the month when your program begins. And this is mandatory for all KBU students. Let's explain why for you. So MSP or Garmi do not cover everything, and that's included dental, vision care, prescription drug, and many more. That's why my student plan from KSA is gonna help you to cover these extended services. And the next resource that I want to introduce for all students is Kidney Safe. So we understand that when you are in a new countries, it's totally normal to feel your emotion like the roller coaster. And remember, you are not alone. So understand that Kidney Safe program is created to provide all KBU students with 24/7 online professional counseling. So you can express your concern with a counselor to understand the experience in your referred languages. A counselor can help if you're feeling stressed, having family or relationship issues, experiencing physical, sexual, and emotional violence, and other mental health challenges. All you need is to download the app and create an account. And the next resource that I also want to introduce to everyone is KBU Safe. The new KBU app is now available for download. With KBU Safe, you can contact security and for emergency services, view the interactive campus map to help you get around. And KBU Safe is the best way to stay updated in the event of safety or security issues at KBU, such as doing and also you can monitor the campus closer related to weather. For example, like winter is coming and on the very, very heavy snow or extreme weather, campus may close, and this app gonna help you stay updated. And in the next slide, I would like to talk about volunteer. So as you may know, Canada has a very strong volunteering culture, and on employer would waive volunteer experience very similar to any paid work experience. So you can there's many departments in KBU that provide the volunteers opportunity for students, and you also can help us international department to volunteer as well. And if we need any volunteer, we're gonna update it on our social media, which is My KBU. And the next slide, I would like to talk about the event. So as I mentioned in previous slide, one of the main services that we provide for students is that we provide on-off campuses for KBU students. So throughout the semester, you can enjoy life outside of the classroom. And in the next slide, I would like to introduce some of the activities that we are planning for students to have fun. So as you can see, in January, we have the IBM Welcome Social, where this is the perfect chance for you to meet your mentor. And in the February, we have Lunar New Year's, which is on Richmond campus, Valentine's on Surrey campus. And in March, we have a lot of activity in March. We have the Pottery, we have a Holy event, we have Turkish Slam workshop, and Macaron workshop. And I know that if in April, we have the big event coming up. We may have a Whistler field trip for everyone, especially for and this is a rare opportunity, especially for new students who just arrived in Canada. And if you want to know more about the information, what is the day, how to register, please follow us on Instagram, MyKBU, or this is our webpage. And another important program that our team take care is International PE Mentorship Program. And this program is designed to support first-time students at KBU. So first-time students appear with a current student mentor. They are called mentor, and they're gonna help. Mentor gonna help to provide with all the information that new students need to know to succeed in their first semester. Mentor also hosts event and program so that they can meet other first year students and to engage everyone with the KBU community. And if you're not sure who your mentor is, ask us. You can ask us at the Welcome You orientations, or feel free to email us at ipm@kbu.ca. And if you have further questions about Student Life event, please feel free to reach out to us at intelstudentlife@kbu.ca. And if you are about to travel to Canada and you have more questions about transitions related topics, please reach out to internationaltransitions@kbu.ca. And thank you, everyone. And back to you, Dina.
Thank you so much, Josie. Before we move forward, I just want to say, guys, there was so much useful information, links, and make sure to use Josie's advice and be proactive and look for some opportunities outside of your academic life to enrich your experience here in Canada. Join the events or learn about some workshops and things like that. And if you ever want to, like, again, this session is pre-recorded. If you ever want to get back to this session and save those links, save those QR codes to use it and go further and read about it, you will be able to do that just by using the same link, basically. And we're going to be moving next from here. And our next guest is from Study Abroad team, Sarah, to present about some exchange opportunities. Sarah.
Hi, so very good to meet everyone virtually for this, and all the best as you're preparing to say all your final farewells and packing with your family and friends from where you are abroad, and then make your way over to here. It will, I know, for arrival in January, we've got some rain, maybe some cold weather, so packing with the woolen clothing and warm sweaters and socks and everything here. I've got my background with a place on our mountains and also the ocean near where we are. So I am a study abroad coordinator, and I know that a lot of you are international and you will be studying abroad, but actually in our office the word for study abroad refers to short-term type of programs. So I'll go into the next slide and talk about that. Our office here we support a lot with, maybe there are also on this call students here who are coming for 1 semester or 2 semesters as a visiting or exchange student. And here's a picture from one of our welcoming events, and we'll be having one again in January. I also support a lot with students here for maybe some of you are doing a full degree or diploma to go abroad. So that is what the study abroad. So there's opportunities to take your studies experiences and go and experience them. And as Canada is also a very multicultural country, even employers really value knowing and expanding more of your linguistic understanding and experiences in other countries. We can help make that possible through these programs that we offer. So just on here, if you are curious, our website is kpu.ca/studyabroad, where we put our videos and all the options, and I'll just be highlighting some of them today. And then if you have other questions, it's really good. You can chat, add us on the social media at Instagram. We've got lots of posts there for scholarships and everything, in our email. So I'll talk a little bit right now on some of the opportunities with the next slide. And here are also some benefits. We've got a map here, and these are partnered universities that we have around the world for students to go on these shorter, either semester or 2-week type of programs. And definitely the benefits I've listed all of here, adding onto your resume, expanding more of your global network. We've got scholarships in here that also can help with some of the financial costs, as well as our office helping with supports for that. I know sometimes students have questions when it comes to getting a visa to go to Switzerland or going over to France and Europe to explore that. Maybe that's also on your bucket list and you're like, oh, I'm coming to Canada, but I really wanted to go to Europe. Well, you can do both through our study abroad office and expand that worldview and experiences. Just to note here, that when you do these programs through our office, we have certain programs that we offer with certain universities around the world. And when doing them through our office, you are still remaining as a KPU student, and we work closely, as the others Hillary was talking from the academic advising side, so we do work closely with them, and we'll always refer you over to them to have that discussion if you are planning to do a study abroad program. Okay. So just to highlight what the types of programs are, and if you are an international student, you're welcome to also participate in any of these, and I could discuss that with any of you when you come to Canada and we have an appointment. So the biggest one is an exchange. It's semester-based. It is best for any of these programs that first you come here, you have your first semester, you get familiar with life in Canada and settle in, and then any of these programs would be extra to do after your first year, maybe your second or your third year here. So a semester would be going and taking that full semester abroad, maybe on Australia or over to Europe or Asia. We've got partners in South America, so you could do that there and then take some of the classes to help for your program. So if you are planning to do that, if you're in a program, save electives if you're picking them for your first semester, and then that could be for an exchange abroad. That is the longer term, maybe about 4 months it takes for a semester. And the shorter term programs are on the bottom. So there is a field school. So sometimes professors, we've had some in the Wilson School of Design or Arts, different programs. The instructor will take the class kind of like a field trip of traveling abroad. They've gone to the Amazon, they've gone over to different places, and then as a group they'll go and you can get a credit for that and then do that class for the 2 weeks while traveling. So it's a lot of fun of doing a field school type of program. Another type of program for short term that I've had a lot of students, also international students, participate in are summer schools. Summer schools, even if you are, I know we've got maybe some students here doing a post-bac programs. We've had our partners in Germany and Switzerland with some really good programs to go look at the supply chain of vehicles and places and businesses that they had there. So those are 2-week programs that I would support a student to go abroad to, or over to England to take some classes there, over even to Japan, students who are really wanting to improve their language and Japanese culture with a homestay program. So lots of interesting experience to explore and study abroad in the short term break of a summer term. And then the final one up on the top right is about virtual, and I've had a lot of really good success for students for this one, and it makes it a little bit more accessible to do a virtual program, as you can explore in an affordable way. You won't have to worry so much about the expenses of going abroad. And then also you can still benefit from the experiences of work experience in a foreign company, as well as language and culture through those kind of programs. So it also really builds the resume, international network, and had a lot of really positive experiences of students who have done these, and it really puts them on an edge on their resume when it comes to applying for jobs or other programs for participating in. So lots of exciting opportunities through here for global learning. And for the next slide, we'll just talk about maybe I've piqued your interest. Maybe you were thinking about going to Europe or Australia or to Asia, and then you are coming here to Canada and then want to also do that as well. So the next step would just be number 1 on, you can see it says explore our website. So you can take a look there, see what universities we have those partnerships with. Sometimes the website will change as we get new types of programs. And so always following us on social media, seeing what the alumni have done, gives some ideas of what could be possible for you. And we've put some videos on our YouTube channel, so lots of that testimonials really give advice of what you could do. In the second, for planning, email. So our email is international programs, as we help with those programs that you could do in different places of the semester or the short term or the virtual types of programs. And myself, my name is Sarah Byrne. I am also available for advising appointments on Advisor Connect, similar like as Hillary was mentioning for the academic advising. So if you were to talk with me and we were to explore types of opportunities that could be available, I would then also refer you to connect with the academic advisor, where you could then see how it fits in with your study plan and everything. So you're still in par for graduation and meeting everything you need to as per any regulations that the academic advisors will give you advice for. So, and then the third would be applying and then just making sure they're meeting some of the requirements, having all those documents set in time. And then if you're applying for a scholarship, we have some scholarships to help with cost, and you can apply for those. And then we'll review and give the information and help you on your way to have an experience of a lifetime that broadens your experiences beyond just time here at Canada as well.
I believe this is it. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Just one advice again, guys, make sure to reach out to Sarah and Study Abroad team if you are an adventurous person and you just don't want to limit your study experience here within the KPU walls, and you're interested to travel and study abroad. Okay, so moving next, we have our next guest to talk about a recruitment admissions, Lucas.
Thank you, Dima. Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas, and I'm one of the international student recruiters here at KPU. I'm very excited to be able to share with you today some important announcements regarding admissions for the upcoming spring 2024 semester. But before that, a little bit about what my team does. So as many of you know, KPU has a large international student population. And the way that all international students get to KPU is through the work that the International Office does. So that's everything from receiving applications, processing documents, facilitating credit transfers. So everything from start to finish to help all of you arrive here to KPU. So we are very excited once again that all of you are here. And so next with some of the important announcements about the spring 2024 semester. So I know that many of you, or most of you, have already received study permit approval. But for those of you that haven't, we have an upcoming important study permit submission deadline, which is December 15th. And this deadline is important because if you do not receive study permit approval by this date, I really strongly recommend that you reach out to our international team at international@kpu.ca to receive the most up-to-date information about how your situation can be affected by this, and our team would definitely be able to provide you with the options for your specific situation. The next major announcement that I've got is about our deferral policies. So as international students, some of you may be eligible for a deferral to a future semester if you do not receive a study permit by this deadline. But in order to know if you are eligible for a deferral, you will need to contact international@kpu.ca for the most up-to-date information about your specific situation. And our team will definitely be able to help you with any questions you have about your specific situation. And then lastly, about official transcripts. So many of you have already submitted your official transcripts by mail or in person if you're already here in Canada. But this is the final and most important thing in order to begin your studies at KPU is we need to see the official transcripts. Many of you have already submitted the scanned copies of your official transcripts, but that does not finalize your admission to KPU. We need to have the comparison of the scanned copies of your official transcripts with the actual official transcripts. So if you have not already requested your home institutions to submit those to KPU, I strongly recommend that you do that as soon as possible because it may impact your registration for future semesters. So an email or several emails have been sent to you regarding this. So I recommend that you check your junk mail boxes if you haven't already seen emails about official transcript submission. They can be submitted either electronically to international@kpu.ca from an institutionally verified email address on the institution's website, or it can be sent by mail to the international office here at the Surrey campus. So those are the announcements that I have, and I'd be happy to answer more of your questions in the Q&A session at the end here. But I will pass it back to Dima here.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Thank you very much again. And I just want to say, guys, and I hope that you all are admitted at this point, and ideally you registered into the classes you need or you wish to be registered at. So, but if, as Lucas said, if you have any questions about deferrals or study permits or transcripts, official transcript, make sure just to reach out to the international@kpu.ca. It's pretty easy. So we're moving next if you guys have any questions at this point, I know that we've gone through most part of the presentation by now. So if you still have some questions, please make sure, as Lucas said, use the Q&A. Live chat has been available for the most part of it already. So our staff team who's working it will try to do their best and answer your questions. And for our final guest, as promised, you're going to meet one of our students who works at KPU International as their peer mentor, and who is going to guide some of you, if you get lucky enough to be paired up with her, guide you throughout your first semester here at KPU. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Manpreet. And Manpreet, give me 1 sec. I'll just put the camera. Here you go. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dima. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is in high spirits and are enjoying our live orientation event. My name is Manpreet Kaur, and I'm doing a diploma in general studies with a combination of info and criminology courses to get closer to my dream career of becoming a police officer. And I'm putting in all the efforts, both academically and outside the classroom, to get into the field. Moving forward, I have been working as a peer mentor since summer 2022, which is more than 2 years. And as an international peer mentor, I support students by providing guidance across various aspects of academic and social life. I guide students in adapting to the new culture and academic environment by regularly informing them about available resources. This includes providing information on scheduling appointments with advisors, understanding grading methods, or any effective exam preparation tips, and also utilizing all the KPU support services if they are facing any challenges. Additionally, our international peer mentor team also organizes various social plans and activities to foster a sense of welcome and support for our international students during their adjustment period. Moving forward, I would like to introduce you to a time when my mentor helped me thrive through my first semester at KPU. So when I first arrived as an international student, I also faced challenges adjusting to the new academic and cultural environment. And I was fortunate to have a mentor through the International Peer Mentor Program who played a vital role in supporting me during this period. I was actually struggling with understanding the grading system and was feeling a bit overwhelmed with the coursework. So my mentor took time to patiently explain the grading method to me and provided all the valuable insights into the academic expectations, and also shared some study tips with me. And now, as a mentor myself, I draw upon that experience to connect with and support new international students. And I emphasize the importance of reaching out when facing challenges, just as I did it in my early days. And additionally, at the end, I would like to mention one valuable piece of advice for all the new students, that you have to actively engage with the support systems that is available at KPU, such as International Peer Mentorship Program. So if you're facing any problems with school or feeling a bit lost in a new place, it is totally okay to ask for help. And I have been there as a student, and now as a mentor, I know how important it is to connect with others. So make sure to talk to your peers and mentors to get advice and share helpful stuff with each other. Also learn from what others have gone through, and don't be shy about getting help. And having people around you to support you make your time valuable is a very important aspect of being an international student, and it makes your experience much better. And one more thing that I would like to mention at the end is like a daily reminder to me for myself is to embrace each and every challenge that is coming on our path of success. And for each obstacle, there is a stepping stone toward achieving our dream. So just as every climb has its summit, every effort brings you closer to the summit of your aspirations. I wish you the very best for your future at KPU and can't wait to welcome you all at KPU. Thank you so much.
Thank you again very much, Manpreet. What you do along with other peer mentors of KPU International has a huge impact, no doubts, on new students' successful start. in their journey. So thank you for that. And for the final part, we're about to wrap it up. So there's no more guests in the session. Again, quick reminder: if you have any questions, please feel free to send it right now in the Q&A live chat. I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys who was watching us throughout this past almost hour and a half session. I hope this information was helpful, and our team, once we finish this, our team will still stay to support the live Q&A chat for probably about 5 minutes. So again, make sure to send your questions. And final word, I just want to extend from myself a warm welcome to all new students who start at KPU in spring 2024 term. We just can't wait to see you guys here on campus in January. And I wish you all have a nice and cozy holidays before your classes start. Again, thank you. And if you still have also questions when the live is over, when you don't have access to Q&A live chat, and you're not sure where to start, I would say final tip is just go to the kpu.ca/international/contact and tag questions, or you can scan this QR code, and you will be able to use our customized question platform, and you can choose from the drop-down menu, you can choose a topic that interests you. And you can basically customize your question around it. So again, thank you, and we'll see you later on campus. Have a good rest of your days, everyone, and take care. Bye.